This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Hey guys, what up? It's Snake Eater here. The baby is asleep, so you know what that means. Time to record a quick video. And today's video topic is Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. Now, as of right now, January 2024, probably February by the time this video comes out, there is nothing officially announced for Volume 2, I don't think. Looking at the title of Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, they purposefully named it Volume 1 for a reason. I mean, we can all just assume it's because there's gonna be a Volume 2 at some point, right? Now, what I think is Volume 1 was announced at the very end of the Snake Eater Delta trailer. They put a little screenshot with some information on there at the very end of the trailer. I'm thinking once they finally announce the story trailer for Delta Snake Eater, like they show all the NPCs, they show the story, they show more information about the game and more gameplay, I'm thinking sometime this year, 2024, at the end of that trailer, they're gonna announce Volume 2 to go along with it. It just kind of makes sense. There's kind of like a lot of hype around Metal Gear right now. Freaking Snake is on the Switch. They put Snake on the Switch. That's freaking awesome and amazing. Finally, he's not only on Smash Bros, he has his own game. Snake is also in freaking Fortnite now. That's kind of crazy. I don't play Fortnite, but if I was, I would definitely want to play as Snake. And of course, we have the remake of my favorite video game of all time, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. That's coming out soon, hopefully sometime this year, 2024. There seems to be a lot more buzz and talk about Metal Gear than there has been in the past, I don't know, almost 10 years at this point. And as a Metal Gear fan, this makes me so happy. I'm glad Metal Gear is back in the mainstream. People are talking about it. People are excited for it. Little kids that are playing Fortnite see Snake and they're introduced to Metal Gear. They're like, ooh, what the heck is Metal Gear? Then they play Metal Gear and people are just playing Metal Gear and it makes me happy. Anyways, looking at Volume 1, they have the 3 mainline games in there. Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3. For Volume 2, we can just assume they're gonna put the next 3 mainline games in there. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which is basically Metal Gear Solid 3.5. Take a shot for every time I say Metal Gear Solid. Then they have Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So those have to be the next 3 line games they put on there. And then for Volume 1, they also included some side games, some extra bonus games. They have the very first Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 from like the MSX and NES days. They also included Metal Gear Snake's Revenge, which is not lore, it's not canon, it's just like a little side project. So they included 3 additional games in Volume 1. So what additional games are they gonna include in Volume 2? Well, I think, and I hope, they include Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes on there. Because right now, that's only available if you have emulation, the original GameCube disc, and your GameCube is still working, or you play it on your Wii. And apparently, ooh, baby might be waking up. I personally have never played this game, and apparently it's a remake of the original Metal Gear Solid 1, but exclusive for the GameCube. The graphics are better, and some story things are changed. I guess they like made it more silly and more campy and more goofy, which I think that's funny and cool. And I thought it was oh, what? Oh, hi, baby. Hi, Bean. Do you want to be in the video? I thought it was $1 million idea if they put Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes on the Switch version of Volume 1. Like, make it an exclusive thing. Like, make it an incentive for people want to buy the Switch version, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully, they put it in Volume 2. I think that's also $1 million idea. Don't you think, baby? Mwah. So the additional games I hope they put in Volume 2 is Twin Snakes, and also the Metal Gear on the Game Boy. I think it's called Ghost Babel. I'm playing it on my RG35XX. It's the one and only Metal Gear game they have on this thing, and it's pretty cool. Just like Twin Snakes, it's also a retelling and kind of like a different version of the very first Metal Gear Solid 1 game, so I think that's pretty cool. And then other games they could put on there as like additional content, they could put Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance, but I don't think they will. That's not even like a real Metal Gear Solid game. There's no stealth, it's just hack and slash, and Raiden is the main character as like the cyborg ninja. Alright, so we have our 2 side extra content games, but now we need to go to the main story games. Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, and Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. Now, I think Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker could have easily fit on the Switch. It's actually available on Xbox, on the online store, but it's not called Peace Walker, it's called MGSPW. I actually made a whole video about it. It's not called Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. You have to look up the initials. I also made a YouTube video called Why Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is a Big Deal. Well, Volume 2 could be even a bigger deal if they include Guns of the Patriots, because that game is stuck, literally stuck on the PS3. There was no port to Xbox, there was no port to PS4, because PS3 games are not backwards compatible on PS4. PlayStation has been slacking on backwards compatibility. Xbox has been killing it. If they made Guns of the Patriots on Xbox, we could be playing it right now on the Xbox Series X using backwards compatibility, but no, for some reason they only included it on the PS3, so that game has literally been stuck on the PS3 for, I think, 15 years now. Unless, of course, you have the superpower of emulation, but I do not. And then we come to Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. Now, I don't think that Guns of the Patriots would have worked on the Switch. I mean, the Switch plays some PS3 games, but I think Guns of the Patriots is like the most visually impressive, the most hardware intensive game they have on the PS3. So if they put it on the Switch, I think it would have looked really bad and wouldn't have looked very good. So I think if they wanted to include this bundle, including Phantom Pain and Guns of the Patriots, oh my God, she just shit on me. Hoo-wee, that is one stinky diaper. So I think if they wanted to include Guns of the Patriots and also Phantom Pain on the Nintendo console, I don't think it would have worked on the Switch right now. So I think they had to wait for the announcement or whatever for the Switch 2 or the Switch Pro, whatever it's going to be called. When the Switch Pro is actually announced, I would really like it if they also announced Volume 2 at that announcement or whatever with that trailer. Like, right now, there's not a lot of Switch games announced for 2024. So when they announce the Switch 2, I assume and I hope they're gonna announce a bunch of games to go along with it, you know what I'm saying? And I hope one of those games is Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2, because whatever the Switch Pro is, or the Switch 2, it probably can handle Metal Gear Solid 5 and 4, you know what I'm saying? But the Switch right now definitely could not. And also just for like a memory thing, I don't think the Switch could even handle the memory storage of Metal Gear Solid 5 without a huge SD card. Oh, you being silly. What? Oh, look at that smile. You're so cute. Oh my goodness. So yeah, to recap just real quick, I hope the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 is announced and released sometime this year in 2024. Because when they announced Volume 1, they released it a few months later. They just like surprise announced it and surprise dropped it a few months later. So I hope the same thing for 2024. I hope it's either announced at the Switch 2 announcement or on the story trailer for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, which I hope also releases sometime this year for 2024, because they're just building up hype for Snake and Metal Gear right now. Snake on the Switch, Snake on Fortnite, Snake on PS5 and Xbox, now the Delta Snake Eater remake. There's just so much hype for Snake right now, and it's just awesome. The 3 mainline games that have to be included are 4, 5, and Peace Walker. And I hope the little side content additional games they include in there is the Game Boy version of Metal Gear and also the GameCube version of Metal Gear Solid 1. So that'd just be really cool. Anyways, guys, I think that's all I have to say. That's all I want to say. Look at my cute baby. God, she's so cute. Mwah. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. Let's all hope Metal Gear Solid Volume 2 releases sometime this year. I really hope so. God, it's a good time to be a Metal Gear fan, isn't it?